PoE2 here, welcome back. PoE2, I'm still going. I have not given up hope, and so I have found a way. So basically, I'll just jump in a map and then show you what I'm doing. My companion build is still alive and well. I've got lucky with a couple drops. Not really too many, just a couple divines. Just randomly. So it took a while, it took a long time. We're in a tier 11, so I'm just trying to get as many tier 11s for the corruption that's nearby. I'm not really doing a huge amount with my attack, in all honesty. I'm mostly just keeping... It's more of a distraction, really. Oh, anything there? Right. So my boar has Infernal Legion. And then my Prowler has Superiority and Vulnerability, so I'll show you how much health it's got. So my Dietusk Boar, I've got Enormity, Minion Mastery, Infernal Legion, Magnified Effect. I'm not sure if Magnified Effect really has an effect on Infernal Legion, maybe it does. So, it has 18,715 health, and so that's a bit of damage with the Infernal Legion. And that's kind of, and it's got 5,000 shield. So having a lot of shield I think is nice. And basic attack's pretty average, but it's got bleed, and it's not too bad. And the Prowler, I've got Periodic Invulnerability Aura, and that's the most important thing. Everything else is kind of helpful, but not particularly relevant. And then I've just got Heft, Lacerate, and Impale, so it doesn't really do much. But the Conjure Lightning Storm and Exploding Nearby Corpses is very handy on the Dietusk Boar, and it's got Fire Resistant and Extra Energy Shield. So it has like almost the perfect setup for Infernal Legion. If only I had some better anoints, so I have like maximum minion res and that sort of stuff. I think that would help. But as I said, Fire Resist gives 10 maximum Fire res, so it's at 85, it's not bad. I can get it to 90, but I think it matters, honestly. I feel like it really does. So we run into like a rare after we just... I just gotta stay near the boar. So we get a rare here. Be careful because I'm getting shocked. I'm invulnerable. I curse. I fire a few times. And we just gotta keep it near the boar. The tricky part is the boar does run around a bit. So if there's too many enemies, it may run away. So I have to position myself quite well. If it had Fire Trail, I think that would be really handy. Or Ice Trail. Any of the trails are actually really strong. Particularly on something, you know, fast moving like the ball. I managed to get my Ascendancy, my third one, which took me a long time because I was just so bad. But I got the Blood Boils on. I don't really think they do a huge amount, but I think better than not having them, in all honesty. It's just nice to get it done. The Trial of Secumus is such a pain in the ass. But it does make everything a little more loud. So there's a lot of popping, as well as the DD. So... and on the Blood Boil, I've just got Physical Mastery, and I've got Acrimony on. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be really noticeable, honestly, for most things. The gear is looking pretty good. I wish I had a better Scepter, so I got really unlucky. So I've got the Purity of Fire on, which... you know, it doesn't really matter a huge amount because I'm my res. I'll share my res. So I'm capped there. Chaos, I need more chaos, but you know that's always a battle. My stats are okay, nothing crazy. Evasion could be a lot better. Block, it's pretty average, but it's got chaos res. If it had more chaos res, it'd be nice. Having the intelligence on there is good because I do use the decay on the curse, and like I think the stats are alright. I need a +3 minion amulet, But this one's not bad. 37% increased evasion. It doesn't have an increased maximum energy shield percentage, which would make this really strong. But yeah, and I got mass rejuvenation, which gives me my minions, I think it's what, 1% or 2% of my health as regen. Some of my rings aren't too bad. I think they're not too bad because my gloves here have got a lot of res on them, and not too bad on stats. I need chaos res on the belt, but the belt's not bad. Not bad, honestly. I mean, again, everything could be better, but I got lots of res on pretty much on everything. The boots could be, yeah, the boots could be a lot better. It's just got chaos res, which is great. I have on my passive tree, I've got the increased ring slot and the bonuses gained from quick rings and amulets increase. So I think it does help, in all honesty, but it's not massive. This ring here I've got just for stats, and honestly, yeah, it'd be really good on another character, I feel. A lot of damage. And this one is just a spell, so it's not really a big deal on there. Some more res there. Again, some more damage on there. I could do better. But it's all just about trying to get chaos res or whatever you can. My armor is... This is probably my weakest piece of gear, and I'm just waiting for a decent... like a giga evasion energy shield roll. So something like 1200 evasion, 500 energy shield, I think would be pretty nice. The energy shield on my helmet is pretty low as well, but because it's 2 minion skills and 18 chaos and 29 cold res and 124 life, it's, I think, pretty damn good. I'm nitpicking really to find chaos res. But yeah, back to the scepter. I got so unlucky getting accuracy and regen. Allies in your presence regenerate health. If those were maximum health and damage, that'd be absolutely insane. But it is what it is. We have to live and learn. One of the things I did notice is that on Purity of Fire, which is part of the scepter, you can put anything on there. So I've got Cannibalism, Clarity, Vitality, and Upwelling. All of them say they cost more spirit, but because they're on the scepter, part of the scepter skill, it costs me none. So I get a free whole bunch of good stuff. So that's nice. Ray Shield, I got a bunch of stuff. Unbreakable and Steadfast, and yeah. So some Thorns as well. Martial Tempo. It doesn't really matter. It's just nice to have Ray Shield ready, so when I'm not invulnerable, I can proc it. Flammability, I've got Curse Ground, Decaying Hex, and Inspiration. It's so expensive, Curse. And I got Precision and Persistence on. I've got Withering Presence on. It really doesn't do much, except for boosting just a little bit of Essence Strain damage. I could use any spell. It doesn't really matter. It's just that, like, I'm not doing a huge amount. If I should put Overpower on, really, and just spam it to stun enemies. I got Ghost Dance. I got Mysticism. And Fast Forward. I've got a Blind Spectre and a Beast Tame, just because I'm always looking for Spectres and Beasts. I know that I've already got a Quill Crab, so I have one or two of the best Spectres in the rare, unique maps that I've got it. I got that one. This thing is blowing everything up. This one. What I can do is actually just run past enemies and then kill them all later, but I just don't want to overwhelm myself. Just be nice and careful. My clear is very slow. Again, it's all about getting everything to sit on the ball, basically. I would love some godly rings, that'd be nice. I'm not sure Ritualist is that good, in all honesty, but it's just nice. It does feel good to have the extra ring slot. I just took so long to get anything decent in the ring slots. Alright, we gotta book it. We'll just stay here. And the periodic invulnerability is fantastic. Doing it double is okay as well, but since I've set up the Infernal Legion, I didn't really have one that fit. Because the boar's health is quite dramatic. Compared to my Prowling Chimera, which has 12,000. So having, 17,000, 18,000 is a lot. But I do wish I had something, just a big ape would be better, I think, because the problem with the boar is it does run away. It doesn't target the enemy closest to you, and it's like, it tries to be clever. So here we just stand here and we just block and we just wait for it to die. I've got fork on the essence strain. It's just, it's not a big deal. So it's the clear is not great, but if you go slow, you stay near your invulnerability fucking machine, it's very safe. It's just, the only thing that kills me is chaos damage, the volatile plants. Things that, just go bam, 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 and you're like, oh. I'm doing the wisps, so on my Atlas passive, my Atlas is pretty good. Done a whole bunch of corruption. I haven't had any trouble finding new corruption zones. So we got one here, we got one there. That'll be to 12. They're not hard to find at all. And I'm not some PoE pro or anything. I've run across here to get wisps, get the essence wisp thing. I did primal. I might switch it. I don't really know. I don't know too much. Now I'm doing strong boxes, but haven't found the really good one where you gamble all your money. I do find the wisps get me killed a bit because I rush ahead, and then if the beasts get too far from me, it can be quite troubling. So now we got the double wisp. Okay, mana siphon.
No mana.
Yeah, that's fine.
Almost a challenge.
Do be careful, the thing that does kill me is the wisp effects afterwards can get me. I'm still trying to get the unique, so there's unique talismans. I haven't got any. I mean, I've got one lightning one, but I haven't got the build for it. There's special ones you can get that are really strong, so I'm trying to get those, but they're really good. And this map isn't particularly juiced at all, because I haven't got the tower set up. Some of my other ones have been okay. Like getting multiple chaos orbs in a map and a couple of exalts and things. I feel like, if you set it up properly, you do get a bit of loot. Not nearly as much as before, but it is what it is.
Fingers crossed, looks on this side.
So we just got to stay close to the mirror, block.
I'll not make the journey home like that.
What's fire, cold, life, armor, evasion? It's not terrible, but it's not chaos. So not particularly good. Ignited ground. Ugh. All right. Let's go. Yeah, so things are going well in this progress report. I've got a little bit of shield. It's not really much at all. My health is pretty low. All that stuff's all pretty low, but I do share strength with my minions, so it's worth getting with my companions. The tree, I've for some reason run over here and grabbed this 30% maximum energy shield, but I really should just run over here and get these ones. Evasion and energy shield. And then I'd love to get, which one is it? It's this one here. Ah, oh, maximum energy shield per 12 evasion. Ooh. So yeah, I'm just sort of dancing around here at the second. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. So that'd be better, wouldn't it? But the strength gets me life on my minions. There's not much on the companion, in all honesty. The sharing strength node doesn't really do a huge amount. The sharing dexterity means their accuracy is not really a big issue. So they gain your strength, doesn't really... And it gives them a little bit of health, not crazy amounts. And then getting dexterity means you really don't need the accuracy node. I could probably take that one off. It wouldn't make any difference whatsoever. I've got attack speed. I've got all the companion nodes, except for that one accuracy one there. And I don't have the leech one because I don't have leech. So if I had life leech, I do think survivability of the companions increases dramatically. If you're running like a spear thing and you've got some life leech on there, I think you could... I mean, mine don't die because I got invulnerability aura, but they... You know, if I get lazy, I can heal them with my flask. Which one is it? The life recovery from flask is really important, but I haven't got the best flasks. So I need increased minion recovery from... but I don't think it drops in PoE2. I think it's only PoE1. It's just a little bit sad.
I speak.
Let me just get rid of some trash items. No. No. We're gonna quality those.
Find more breach remnants for my research.
I still need to get gem cutters prisms and get quality on my gems. Oh, I got that one. Damn. I'm slowly collecting the splinters and things and doing all that sort of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. I'm collecting plenty of belts that I can do chance things on that instantly destroy them. But you know, it's hopes and dreams. You gotta believe. I haven't got a huge amount of expedition stuff. I just spent a whole bunch of it trying to get some good gear, but it didn't really get anything good. I haven't got any decent... I don't think any of the things I can put into... Oh, put that one in the wrong thing. I'll show you in this one. I don't think any of these talismans are particularly good. I could go all res because my minions have poor lightning resistance, but I just did the crit chance. You know, I think that's fine. It's like their crit chance is very low. It's not really worth trying to invest in. Oh, the gems. I'm trying to get better gems. I've got minion damage. I don't know if it actually affects them. So how about we check? How about we do is check it. Let's check it. Okay, so we have 2130 on the damage per second, and we got 1589 to 2366. And let's take it off. And then we go back and then in. It might give it a second to actually... It does have an effect. Well, that's good. Just important to check. Is that really that big a difference? Yeah. Okay, so anything minion damage on a gem is fantastic. So we're just got to keep collecting those. I've got on this one I've got increased damage of companions, 11%. Everything else there is kind of completely irrelevant. So I don't have good duels. Increased maximum life, that helps. Attack damage, whatever. Element threshold, whatever. Because so much of my build relies upon the periodic invulnerability, I do find... Oh, should I do it? Do I have... tier 11's got to be, isn't it? Yellow 11. Alright. How are we doing on time? Alright, let's run the damn corruption. The risky map. I've got a couple essences, a couple graders. Nothing actually interesting. So no haste. Got the same old ones. I just keep getting the same ones again and again and again. There. I've got some unique stuff. Nothing particularly interesting. I don't think. I'm sure there's stuff that is worth something. But I don't... I'm playing Trade League, but I don't trade. So that's not particularly good. I've got 2 graded jewel orbs. I have used one on my boar. No perfects. I have 2 divines. How lucky am I? I've spent a lot of exalts, so I'm not sure how many I've dropped in total. I don't even have the damn currency ring because I just never really felt the point of getting that. Alright, so we're grabbing a map. We got maps. Let's chuck an 11. We've got ignited ground. That is terrible. Magic monsters. And they're poison. That is great. I do beeline straight for the center of the corruption and then run the cleanse maps, but I don't really like, none of it really matters until you're tier 15, so I just leave a lot of maps around which have, you know, a bunch of mechanics and things on them to do later if I actually, you know, reach the pinnacle, I suppose, and get to tier 16s. So we're just going to be a bit more careful. We've got a solar amulet, I suppose. So I'm going to ignore everything and just focus on beating the mission, basically. No boss, thankfully. There's a wisp there that'll probably get me killed. We got quill rats shooting at me from behind. Alright, now this is going to go well, isn't it? Heal, heal, heal. Try and keep them alive. PS5 performance is under pressure. Oh, this is why I hate wisps. They just put me in positions where I can't really defend myself a whole lot. Oh, there's another one. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to that one, eh? Oh, it's a blue orb! Get away from it! Okay, we're invulnerable for a second. Try and read what it is. Grab that. Respawn, 3, 2, 1. The respawn's so fast, that's why I'm also not so worried about survivability of the minions. That's it, they got lots of life. I mean, if I was worried about the companions, I wouldn't run Infernal Legion. I mean, the whole point of this build is maximize the life, maximize the fire damage, hinder aura, conjure lightning storms, extra fire damage, just gotta be careful. The boar doesn't target the one I want it to target. I'm not going to bother doing direct minions. It's just a waste of time. My Prowler's not bad though.
This'll do nice.
I picked up a blue by accident. Tremendous.
Almost there. Don't give up now.
This one there. Let's get this one. Let me just check something. Trash. Maybe it'll roll good stuff. Probably won't though. Ugh. Yeah. Alright, I wanted to show you prowler damage. So, health is okay. Damage with 2700 because we got heft on. So maximum damage is increased. We got chaos damage and cold damage, which is where it's actually strong. Is the chaos damage, I think, is actually where Prowler actually has use in terms of its melee, but its invulnerability aura is so incredibly powerful, and I've only got a couple that have it. So I've only found 3 in my entire playthrough. Decent ones. I think I found like 2 others that have it but aren't decent. So we got temporal bubble, extra crit. So yeah, being a beast taming main, the tricky part is its allies and presence is such a big factor, so you have to stay close to them. So they want you to play melee, but I just don't have the... bullshit! I dodged that. Oh well. That's what happens when you're careless. I'll still get the job done. Trust. Yeah, you just have to time the procs of invulnerability aura. You do always be aware of it, rather than being like that and being totally careless. Oh, it should have it on the... Some of the beasts, they have the aura on the display, so you can actually see the times and stuff. I do have on the Atlas one less mobs, so I can sort of time the encounters better, because he procs it as soon as he's in danger. And so if I don't encounter anything, and then we hit a mob, the boar charges in. And he went a little bit early there. Premature invulnerability relation. So the stupid fire ground is really annoying. No temporal chains though, thankfully. Okay, so we just gotta roll a little bit. There we go. Chaos on the ground, fire on the ground. I'm just gonna walk away a little bit. Boar's down, it's fine, I could have healed it.
No mana.
3, 2, 1, and you're dead. So I still think Chaos ground effects are really shit, and fire ground effects is really shit too. Temporal chains is awful, but I can handle that in some circumstances, not all of them. These stupid water hags. I mostly only use the life blast when I'm looking at the prowler and make sure that... Oh, we got some beasts, demon stuff, fine. Alright, so we just got a beeline to the rear and then beat the boss. So you can develop bad habits with the invulnerability. It does hurt at times, how careless you become. But if I had like the full, you know, decent scepter with minion health and minion damage, and allies and presence damage and ally presence health, and better jewels, my god, it'd be a lot better. So the build can be so much more powerful. And even calling it a build is being a bit generous, but when you spec the entire tree into just companion nodes, I suppose it is pretty much a build. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, so we got... What are the mods? Temporal, all damage shock, spirit and blinding, slow resistant. It's not bad. would never use a grower though. Alright, so now we have the Pale Angel. And we just, all we have to do, stick close, proc the invulnerability, draw attention, shield up, and then we're done. So this is where the build is actually really strong as bosses. But you still have to be careful because some bosses have so many attacks that you still have a little bit of vulnerability.
We move ever forward. A third stratum of creatures. I am starting to see a pattern worse than these ones.
Alright. So, completed the mission. Died once to Water Hag, which is annoying because, you know, losing XP. Grinded my way to level 83.
Speed.
I don't think we got anything decent, do we? Nah, I mean, you could try to do something on the boots. I don't really have... That's not terrible. Oh, wait, the belt was not good, was it? Nah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. This is the console. Amazing skill rate thingy. We can definitely try something on the boots. I think regaling is kind of pointless at this juncture. I don't know. I think I could do something with it maybe later, but it's like it's pretty trash. The energy shield's not bad. It just needs a bit of luck here. Big. That's not very good. I don't know why I'm keeping it, but we'll see. I should be rolling stuff on the charms. I actually use my charms. Kind of. They do help. I think they're good-ish. I've got the stun charm. I've got the increased duration, reduced charge use on the bleeding one. And then I've got the unaffected by slows. I think that's the only one that actually triggers. I think having guard as well would be better than life too. But yeah, that's the build. I'll just grab my more strongbox stuff, I suppose. So I want to get to type selector. I don't think it actually does anything, but you know, maybe it will. Why not? You know, I believe in it. So I've made a bit of progress, a bit of exploring. No unique maps. I think I wanted the Wildwood map once, and then failed it. Like, I didn't fail. I completed it instantly because I just couldn't get anywhere, and the wisp disappeared. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, I feel like corruption is not hard to find because I got. See, look at that. There's one right there. And then I'll keep going from there. Get to 15s maybe, who knows. But is the game good? Is the game fun? Once I got my build in order, it certainly was much more enjoyable. Once I realized that the entire game is balanced around periodic invulnerability aura, maybe. Yeah, if you have that, and this is the weird thing, I watch, you know, some streamers play, and then they don't have a beast with periodic invulnerability aura, and I'm like, why? Like, it confuses me. Why you don't have something that just makes you invulnerable for 5 seconds. Like, it's kind of just, yeah. It kind of, yeah, it really just, it's just like, why not? Why wouldn't you want, like, invulnerability to everything? Like, everything in the entire game. There's nothing you're not invulnerable to. I'm standing in the mana siphon, and I can regen my mana because I'm invulnerable for that little period of time. It's just, yeah, it boggles the mind. It's an incredible ability. It's so incredible, it should be getting nerfed, really. But maybe it won't be, because that's the other good thing. If the streamers don't play it, then it won't get nerfed. I mean, they're playing Last Epoch, which isn't on console, so that's what it is. Yeah, I do think I could use actual fire spell and do exposure. That may help. But I tried that with Fireball and it just didn't feel as useful. It was just very expensive mana-wise, and I was like, eh. Withering Presence is also a waste of time. Should get Wind Dance back on. Now that I think my Dex is fine, so I should really put Wind Dancer on for that extra safety net, and then Blind, and yeah, really should. And my armor recharge is pretty poor, so much of my build I feel like I've grown to depend on periodic invulnerability. But when I beat my Trial of the Sekhmet, I got no evasion very early, and it didn't really matter having no evasion. It made like no difference because I'm just invulnerable half the time, and then the other half the time I'm just dodging. So positioning is so important. I haven't really got no power charge stuff, none of that fancy things, nothing particularly crazy. Yeah, just got to get better armor, better chest, get some chaos res on a belt, get a +3 minion skill amulet would be nice, and then +4 minion skill with increased maximum health of allies in presence, increased damage of allies in presence, which you can go up to like 90, I think you can go up to 100%. It's crazy how much more damage I could actually get out of this build. It'd be insane, the damage. And the flat damage modifiers actually aren't too bad either. The allies in presence gain damage actually does help a little bit. But yeah, this is the build. Look at the character. Yeah, that's it pretty much. At level 83, so you know, progressing. You saw I can do it. I'll get there eventually. Have I fought any pinnacle bosses? No, not one. And I don't think I will fight one. Probably in my entire time playing PoE2, I'd be surprised if I ever find or get enough resources to fight one. And I play Trade League, I don't trade. So, you know, I'm on console, I'm not trading. I'm not going on the separate website thing, it's just stupid. Currency exchange though, maybe. Maybe that's the other opportunity. I could buy the thingies, you know, what are they called? I have divines, so maybe I could... What can I get for a divine? Audience of the King? Ooh. I can get 2 of those. How many do you... I don't even know how many you need. I don't know anything. How much for Orbs of Chance? You get 9 for 1 divine? So the economy's in pretty good shape. 113 exalts. It's going up. Alright, I'm just going to wait on that. That's going to get better and better. Chaos Orbs. Why does it keep doing that? 18. And then how much for a perfect jeweler orb? 2 to 1. Okay. Interesting. Tell me how your league is going, and what are your thoughts on the beast companion? The companions. What do you think of the companions? Do you think it's stupid how far apart they're? It's I mean, these are all yeah. There's no more. There should be more. I've got to get better anoint. So I do have this. This is my anoint. Very low. It's an allies in presence one. There's another allies in presence one, but I think that's not that good. The other option is trying to get minion health recovery, or I mean, reduced reservation would be nice. If it affects beasts, which I don't know if it does. The damage did, so I don't know. We'll see. Or increase revive time, so they just instantly revive back. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do, interesting things. And this is the interesting-ish thing I've done. Alright, it's been Frosty 510 with a, things are going better. PoE2, Dawn of the Hunt League with my character, Dawn of the Beast. Catch you around. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.